So for today I'm going to be showing you my full-on glam. So I'm going to start off with priming my face, or just kind of like refreshing my face, and for that I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Prime Water, and I am just going to let that soak into my skin. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette, but before I apply any type of shadow, I want to prime my lid, and for that, I'm going to be using a concealer. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just going to apply it all over my lid, and then I'm going to take a beauty blender. Well, this is the Real Techniques beauty sponge. It is a little dirty, I know, I promise I'm going to clean it. I'm just going to blend the concealer in my lid, and then I'm going to set that with the Airspun translucent powder, just so it doesn't move and it doesn't just destroy our shadow. Now, jumping into the good stuff, I'm going to be taking the palette, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be taking the two transition shades, the Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange, and I'm going to kind of mix it in the brush because I feel like these are so good transition shades. And I'm gonna take that same brush that comes with the palette, and I'm gonna be placing that shadow in the crease of my lid. Now, jumping into red ochre with that same brush, I'm gonna be placing this shadow right on top of the two other shades we applied before, and I'm just gonna try to blend everything together so we create this like smoky burgundy look. So next I'm gonna be taking a more detailed smudge brush, and I'm going to be taking Cypress Umber, which is the dark brown of the palette, and I'm going to be placing this shadow in the outer corner of the lid so we create a little more dimension and just a little more depth and make it a little more smoky for the occasion. Next, to help blend a little bit better the Cypress Umber shade, the dark brown, I'm going to be taking red ochre with that same fluffy brush that comes with the palette, and I'm just going to kind of help blend that shadow just so it looks really smoky and not harsh whatsoever. Next, I'm going to be taking this sponge applicator I found somewhere in my makeup bag, and I'm gonna be taking the shade Beamer. I'm gonna say Beamer because I really don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's such like a beautiful pearly white with a little bit of gold, with a little bit of like rose gold. It's like so pretty, and I'm gonna be applying it all over my lid, trying to get as close to the lashes as possible so we don't have like any gaps in between. Then I'm gonna be taking the other side of that brush, which is like a miniature version of the brush that the palette comes with, and I'm gonna take the Raw Sienna and red ochre and kind of like blend everything together so we don't have any harsh lines between the dark shades and the shimmers. Now, for the hard part, at least for me, we're gonna create a wing. I'm gonna be taking the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Black Liner, and if I'm not mistaken, the MAC 266 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of create a wing with this brush. But then when I was like halfway through, my camera kind of was like a wind came in through the window, and I noticed that the brush kind of soaked in the product and it wasn't pigmented enough, so I kind of created the actual shape, and then I went back with the brush that the liner comes with, and I kind of just filled in the like outer shape I already created with the brush. Now, for them brows, I'm actually gonna spoolie them a little bit, like kind of brush them with an e.l.f. spoolie, and then I'm gonna be taking a MAC like shadow for your brows. I really don't know the name, and I'm gonna be taking that same liner brush, but I already cleaned it, and I'm just gonna shape out my eyebrow and then kind of spoolie and make them a little bit ombre. This is how I like to do my eyebrows. Now for them lashes, I'm gonna be applying this like duo from L'Oreal. I think the name of like the mascara kind of washed out of the packaging, but I'm pretty sure it's from L'Oreal, and I'm gonna kind of prime my lashes first, and then I'm gonna apply the actual black mascara. Now to start with the face, I'm gonna be priming again with the Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer, and I'm just gonna rub it all over my skin. I like to rub it with my fingers. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. I'm in the shade 310 Sun Beige. I like to put a little bit in the back of my hand, I think a lot. And then I like to actually paint my foundation on, but I forgot to color correct. There you go. And I'm going to be color correcting with the Smashbox color corrector stick in the shade Less Tired, and then less tired, and then I'm gonna be blending that, and then I'm gonna paint the rest of my face, literally, and then I'm gonna be taking that Real Technique sponge, and I am gonna blend that foundation. Now to move on, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I swear I am not sponsored by Maybelline. I just really love their products. I love this concealer. It's so full coverage. It covers literally everything, and it's so lightweight. I love it. So I'm just gonna blend that with that same dirty beauty blender, and then I'm gonna be setting my under eyes and anywhere else I put that foundation, like literally all over my face. I was watching a movie. That's why it was so fun. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the sides of my nose and in the bridge of my nose and my chin, and I'm actually going to take it under where I would normally do my contour so it can highlight that area. And then yeah, I'm sick, by the way. It's like you can already tell because yes. Oh, slay. Yes. Oh, and I'm actually putting it in my forehead, where I usually get really oily. So now that we have applied all that powder in our face, my eyebrows always the powder kind of sticks into my eyebrows. So I like to take the Revlon Brow Fantasy in the shade Dark Brown Gel and just put that on my brows. Then take that beauty. Oh, it was dirty. Take that beauty sponge. Motorcycle, and just take all that powder. Okay, now we are gonna cover all that white stuff that looked really weird with actual mascara. So my camera, for some weird reason, didn't record where I was putting the shadow under my eyes. I applied the Revlon Color Stay eyeliner in my waterline, and now I'm putting Tempera in my inner corners. I am using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and I'm just using an angled brush. I'm in the shade Caramel Truffle, and I love this for bronzing and contouring. It's so good. And I'm gonna contour everywhere, literally, even on my nose. Just take that same brush and kind of squeeze it together, and then just put it on my nose. Take my finger to blend it a little bit better, and then I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Master Contour Palette and take that blush. It's really shimmery and cute. And then I'm going to be taking the Morphe 35W palette, and I'm going to be taking that goldy shade to highlight. And I'm just going to take a little brush and just highlight the high points of my face.